That's like the worst thing I've heard anybody say. Like, and she wasn't even saying it for effect. It was like, I had barely finished the sentence, and she was legit
there.
Yeah. It's the Upgroove Podcast, Season 2, Episode 5 or 6, depending on your point of view. We're still not sure how we're doing this.
Yeah.
We're going to release that as part of the box set, like the
Absolutely.
Lost episode.
You get the DVD, you get that extra bonus episode.
I'm Rob Rossi.
I'm Chris Pastrick.
I'm Joe Leonard.
So, I got to be honest with you guys. I had a rough experience over the weekend. I spent a little too much at the grocery store.
Well, that's very easy to do.
Yeah.
If you're a woman.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm telling you, look.
Like a minute in, he's already questioned my sexuality. That's awesome. Yeah. So, no, I spent was your too much. Well, here's the thing. So I've been shopping on Sundays, I've been shopping for like soups or stews or chilies that I'm trying to make for the week. So I'll have like something I'll eat at night when I get home.
Just real quick, deviate. You don't think it's too warm outside for soups and stews yet?
So 80 degrees, dude.
Good soup. I can't make one in this weather.
We had really cooler weather a few weeks ago and I made a soup.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I made it on Sunday. I had it the rest of the week and I froze some. And then I made a chili and I froze some. I'm like, oh, well, I'll make like a stew that I'll just, and then of course it was like 90 degrees the first 3 days of the week.
Yeah.
So, but the problem is when you do that, I was only shopping for that meal because I was going to carry out for the whole week. I'm like, I want some fruit. I want something for breakfast. It was sort of like that time where it's like, okay, I got to restock up my cereal and that. And then I got really mad because I couldn't find Count Chocula anywhere. I could only find Boo Berry and Frankenberry.
Now, let me ask you this question. Do they only stock those in the Halloween time now?
Right. They used to do Count Chocula every year, all year round.
All year round was Count Chocula. I lived on that stuff as a kid.
And my mother's given me a decree, basically buy the store blind on Count Chocula wherever I can find it because she loves it. But I don't like the Boo Berry. I used to, but they changed it. It's different. It's like a different texture. But I miss the Count Chocula. I haven't had any. So.
Well, Boo Berry is bullshit to me because that's not the original. Count Chocula was the original.
Right.
Then they added Frankenberry. All right, fine. Stick in Boo Berry? No, get the fuck out.
I haven't had any of those.
Really?
Much like watching movies, I guess I don't eat enough cereal.
Wow. I thought everybody had Count Chocula.
You need to dip into pop culture.
Yeah.
From like 1973 when they came out. So
I'm not a cereal person. My Melissa, my college roommate and my high school best friend and still a good friend today, she loved cereal. She ate cereal for every meal. It grosses me out to pour cereal in a bowl and then pour milk on top of it.
Why?
Because it gets soggy.
That's American.
I know,
what else do you do with cereal?
I bet you kneel during the anthem, you communist.
Whoa, that took a sharp turn.
Yeah,
no,
really.
it gets soggy and I don't like the texture. So if I do eat cereal the rare times, I'll put the faintest splash of milk so it gets wet but not soggy.
Well, here's the thing. I've learned this trick. Here's what you do. You pour your milk, you find one place on their cereal surface. You pour your milk in that one space and cereal will be less soggy.
Really?
Yep.
Also, don't use so much milk.
Well, yeah.
Like they say, like the recommended dose of milk or whatever the serving is like people use like 2 times as much.
I believe that.
Although one of the best milks of all is that milk that's been coated in the cereal.
I got rid of dairy, so I started using like almond milk, and
that's good.
It is good. It is good,
yeah.
But with the really sugary cereals, you can like really like it doesn't look the way soupy cereal milk used to look.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I spent too much money. Basically, is what it was because then I was hungry. I bought all this meal and I spent too much money on the other stuff. So, like, I came back with a bunch of fruit that I couldn't possibly eat before it ripens. So it's a problem with me.
Well, it's hard to shop if you're a guy. I mean, for me, if I go into the store with a list. That's what I get. I go in, I get those 10 things. I'm not done. Jill, you got to be so
fun.
good.
That is no fun whatsoever. You have to go. I mean, shopping to me is a pastime, a hobby. It's something you do kind of to blow off steam. I can't just do that. Like, I'm going to Kohl's after work. And
seriously, have a bowl of cereal instead. It's cheaper.
I need to go to Kohl's. I don't need to go to Kohl's, but I need a pair of black flats.
Well, then you need to go to Kohl's.
I'm going to go to Kohl's.
You are shopping for black flats, right?
Yeah, but...
And you'll just go in and get the black flats.
That's so cute. No,
I
but
think no is, I think she's saying.
no, I'll stop, and I guarantee you, I'll go in. I'll look at the sports clothes. I'll probably look at the pirate sweatshirts, Penn State stuff. Then
Why did I buy slippers?
I'll venture to the women's clothing. Then I'll go to the house stuff, and then I'll go to the jewelry section,
Do you get the
makeup
black
section.
flats, though? Do you come out of there with the black flats?
There's a very good chance I won't find anything I like, but I'll come out with a bunch of other stuff.
See, now that is a big mistake. That's gotta, because you're not supposed.
I think that's why we're always in
shopping
debt.
for this.
That mindset.
And don't buy that. What?
That's why we're always in debt as a country. That mindset.
That's why I'm always in debt.
That's why they should give tax cuts to everybody, because people like Jill will literally spark the economy, right?
Oh man!
What did you want? Licorice? What did you come back with? A car?
Yeah, I mean,
do you even have licorice? No,
I don't. See, I don't understand that thinking. I mean, I don't know if it's a guy thing. I just don't get it, because this is what I need. I'm going to go get it. Why do I waste my time with anything else?
I don't know. Maybe they'll have a good sale on bras or earrings.
Well, maybe I don't need a bra, so that's a reason. But
you're getting there.
Hey.
So I have ADD, as I've talked about before, and it's pretty severe. And one of the things with ADD is you tend to, the dopamine sometimes is, you get your fix by shopping. So what they recommend is like go shopping, but then leave it all in your car. And then like once you get that fix, literally like the next morning, take everything you buy back, because it'll be the same thing. You'll go in and you'll buy like a bunch of stuff you didn't need because like you were just sort of like, oh, I couldn't concentrate on anything. So, and then you're like, I just take it all back.
It's but what happens when the next day you take it back and you go, here you go, and then you're just walking out and you go, ooh, wait a minute.
Well, that's why they make the drugs,
then
Chris.
Stuck.
Yeah, that's why they make the drugs.
Gotcha.
But
I could never.
Sometimes the drugs don't work as well. We're going to talk to Jill about getting on the drugs.
But you don't always buy what you intend to set out to buy. Because the other day, when you were going to stop in for donuts or something, you were telling me.
Oh yeah, so
tell me. I've heard this story.
I'm new to the area. I just moved here. And
up to Cranberry.
Yeah. So I pull into the Dunkin' Donuts because I was going to buy you guys donuts because, I kind of like you.
That is quite nice.
So I was like, I'll get donuts for the office. So I drive up to the Dunkin' Donuts. I drive around it to go through the drive-thru, and I get the whole way around, and then I realize they have no drive-thru. So I was like, fuck it. I'm not going out. I'm not going in to get donuts because I like you guys, but not that much.
You skipped donuts because you couldn't have a drive-thru.
You didn't realize until there wasn't a window that it wasn't a drive-thru?
Yeah, I just thought every Dunkin' Donuts had a drive-thru, and then my fiance said,
usually there's a line that says like with an arrow painted on it, and there's or
a line of cars. That's why I don't use drive-thrus, is because it's so populated with people who are too lazy to get out of their damn car. I go into the store, but you
why go in if you could just sit in your car and have them hand you a bag?
Oh my gosh! This is the part of our society that's wrong.
See, I don't call it lazy. I call it like entrepreneurial. Like, why should I have to go in if I don't have to?
Would.
Why should I spend a half an hour going through Giant Eagle to buy the 25 things I need when I can just order it online and drive up and they put it in my car?
See, that's
for $4. That's worth $4.95 to me.
See, but that's what they need at Giant Eagle. I say they need to have a drive-through at Giant Eagle. This one only has the staples like toilet paper, milk, bread, and pick 12 other ones and have just that, so I can just drive up, get what I need, and go home. But they're not going to do that because they need you to buy the other crap that's overpriced to get themselves where they need to go.
I think stores are actually turning in the other way because I think people are turning to Amazon and Jet and these services where you can get a lot of your staples sent to your house. So I think stores are kind of embracing the curbside mentality.
Giant Eagle is doing that. They're taking Curbside Express and they're expanding it so that obviously you're going to get it delivered to your house.
The Giant Eagle near South Hills Village
they do deliver.
Yeah, and they also have once you walk in, you like make a left and you go right to where they're checking people out, and they have like this one cooler type shelf that has like the essentials. The problem
Which is amazing to me.
As soon as you turn around, there's like this open-ended, expansive thing of like candy, pots and pans. I think there's hookers in one aisle. Like
they're going to
probably that up.
Yeah, I do.
And it's probably like a scavenger.
I'm getting candy anyway. So.
It's probably like a scavenger hunt. Like they'll attract you to that one area, and then you look over there and like, oh, what's that? And you'll look over there, and like they lead you through the store.
I'm not cool with the Uber delivery of like McDonald's and stuff like that frightens me.
Why?
Well, part of the fun for me if I go to McDonald's is seeing if I can make it home with any fries. It's like a game.
That's a very good game. So bag fries are the greatest fries.
So like I'm robbed of that, and I'm pretty sure somebody's eating my fries. Like, I don't trust the Uber driver.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I never thought about that.
That's a good point.
Right. Like, how do you know?
How do you know?
You don't know.
Very good. See, McDonald's then should have like a little tape seal.
Yeah, right.
That if it's broken, you know your Uber driver's been in your fries.
Well, I
He
think
had
what
his
we
grubby
need
fucking
is,
hands
you
in your
know, that thing they're talking about building between like Pittsburgh and Chicago and Columbus.
Oh, that like super.
Yeah, that it's like the bank chute tube.
Yeah.
They should have that with like fast food things. You could like pay a premium price, get it built to your home, and just like.
Oh,
like that.
And then,
I'd be 400
I long
pounds.
for the days of the Jetsons where you punch a buttons and
I'm
boom,
disappointed
dinner
we're
comes
not
out.
further along.
Yeah, right.
I know.
know.
Somebody needs to get to work on that. Forget flying cars. I want food delivered in a tube.
And you call me lazy?
You know, there's going to be a
Come
point
on.
where you
See,
don't
it's not
want food
lazy.
delivered in a tube, Chris.
That's entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
You're going to be quite happy to have your food. I get to chew today.
Yeah. I just think if we have the capabilities, we should use them because why not? Saves time, saves energy.
I guess. I don't know. It bothers me. Like, I will not go to the drive-thru. And I will go to the drive-thru, but I hesitantly go to the drive-thru.
I don't go to the drive-thru. I go in. But mostly because the drive-thru is so busy.
That's
and
what I
nobody's
mean.
inside.
It's so everybody's lazy.
But
and
I
they're in
feel like the
drive-thru.
best service is now from the drive-thru. I feel like when I go inside to a place now, they're like, "What are you doing in here, you idiot?" There's a drive-thru, and like I always get the person. It's like, "Did you say to go?" I did. So do you want it in a bag? Well, how else would I get it out of here? Oh. So do you want your cup now or when you get the food? Okay, but let's just start this over. Yeah.
That just sounds like a bad employee.
No, but I think most of the bad employees now deal with the walk-in customers.
Well, now they're going to have McDonald's. They're starting with these little kiosks, like order your own food kiosks.
Again, like the Jetsons.
Yes. So you don't even have to interact with any staff.
Well, I like the idea of not interacting with people.
And I'm sure, but pretty soon you're just going to have computers and robots building your food when you just punch it up.
I'm okay with that. They won't put their
grubby hands in it.
Or tomatoes. I swear to God, when I tell people no tomatoes, because I'm not really a tomato fan, all they hear is tomatoes. They put extra tomatoes on. It happens all the damn time.
Wow.
Very
That's
upset
horrible.
about that.
I
You
am.
can just take them off.
Yeah, but I say no tomatoes, and there's like double the amount of tomatoes
I'm a
every
big
time.
believer that if you order fast food, you should always, or order, even if you order like Subway or whatever, like any sandwich you get, always order it without one of the condiments or something that come on, so you know they make it fresh.
Right,
Absolutely. No, that's
Right.
absolutely great.
Right.
I love that idea.
But here's the thing, I got to be honest with you guys. So we were talking about laziness, right? So we work out here out of the offices in Cranberry Hills. Have you noticed how many restaurants have the same restaurant within basically a half mile of one another around here? Like we have two Burger Kings and two McDonald's, like within, I don't want to say spitting distance, but it's like you could jog it without breaking much of a sweat.
I've never understood the rationale behind that, and especially the rationale behind the auto parts store. Like if there's an auto parts store open, you know one's going to open across the street from it within the next 6 months.
Well, it's like porn shops in Florida. They're always near churches, and they're always right across the street from each other. It's like church, porn shop, church, porn shop, church, porn shop, Waffle House, church, porn shop, church.
Surprisingly, I do not know that.
Yeah.
No.
You guys go in the wrong parts of Florida. I'm like talking like Tom Petty, like Gainesville, Florida, not like Miami, Florida. So
I still don't know.
Well, it's your loss. We'll go to Florida someday. We'll have some cereal, then we'll go out shopping, and we'll leave Jill behind. But
Oh, that's no fun.
it is lazy, though. It is laziness. Like, we don't need two Burger Kings within, like, a block and a half of each other.
That I don't get because I have noticed that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's
Or we
that
just need a Burger
lazy
King
or
in
is
the South
that.
Hills.
But it actually is that lazy or is that entrepreneurial? Because obviously they do that for a reason. There's got to be a reason.
Well, traffic out here
marketing
is
reason.
awful. Like, traffic is bad here. Like,
Yeah.
to go a block, you could...
absolutely.
They are
agree.
on different sides of the road, so I think
And
that's
that would
probably
be
why.
another reason why. Yeah, that's a better reason why, to catch traffic going one way.
I was
Okay,
going
I'll
home
buy that.
through, like, McKnight Road one day to the... Because I live in the South Hills, so I, like, cut behind. And I didn't know this. So there's that newer theater, the Cinemark Theater in that McKnight Shops or whatever, like, behind that. But they're, like, literally 5 minutes away from it, there is a Rave Cinema, and they're owned by the same company.
Oh, okay.
Like, why do you need two giant movie theaters
that I don't
within
understand.
5 miles of you? Like, there aren't that many movies I want to see.
Well, and how are movie theaters doing? Because I would imagine with so much streaming, so much, movies that you can pretty much get.
Right.
I can't imagine people are going to the movie theaters as much as they used to because
I think they're doing well for me because I have this new thing I do. I don't like to go to the movie theater when people are in it. But I do like to sort of combine my movie and home experience. So now what I'll do is I'll go get the large soda and the snow caps at the movie theater
and bring them home.
Take them home.
See,
but
what
that
they
gets
need,
very weird looks.
Well, no shit.
No, you know what? Movie popcorn is the best popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Yeah.
And
Love it.
I would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Walk up to just walk in, get the popcorn.
You know what they
and go
don't let
home.
you do is buy the refillable popcorn and leave the facility and come back, though. They're real sticklers about it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. They should deliver the popcorn in the...
Exactly.
Again, though, I'd go back to I don't want the fingers.
Good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's not what I heard about you.
Yeah. Okay, so... Well, we were talking about shopping, and I was saying to you, I was like, some people are so obsessed with shopping. We were talking about the Christmas season, and I have my aunt has in the past, and I probably shouldn't say this, but in the past, she bought all of her Christmas stuff in July.
Oh, I know a lot of
And I
people.
cry bullshit on that one because, sorry, but that defeats the point of the season. That becomes less about, I'm getting this because I'm thinking of you, but more about, I'm checking this
Or
off my
she's
list.
thinking about
and
you all year and just waits till the sales are right.
I don't know, though. I mean, some people buy their stuff in July because they don't want to go out at Christmas time with all the hordes of people.
That's fine.
And I do
Jill's
understand that.
supposed to do. It might snow between
That's
July
right.
and
Well,
Christmas.
That's
a
right.
different matter.
Yeah.
See, I'm half with you, half not, because I feel like, okay, if you know Aunt Mildred always gets a pair of slippers, maybe you find something you like in August, and they're nice, they're on sale because
Or maybe you
summertime.
get her a different
Well, and I
gift.
don't mind, every once in a while, if
Well.
you're out someplace and you see a very unique gift.
Right.
And you say, oh my gosh, this would be great. I should get this for
Right.
so-and-so. That's a perfectly
I'll do
legitimate
that. I'll do
reason.
that. My mom
Perfectly
does that,
legit.
yeah.
But I'm talking she gets
Everything.
she's checking off everything.
Is she aware
sweaters
it's-
and books and normal stuff. So,
Does she
and I'm
know
not,
it's July?
I'm not coming down on her. I'm using her as an example.
Do you get bad gifts from her? Is that what this is all
No,
about?
I don't. And I don't get gifts
You're
from her
going to
anymore.
this year.
I'm not going to get anything
Yeah.
from her. But,
Yeah.
But point is,
Wouldn't eat
I
her
don't-
fries if she
Christmas
delivers.
should be about the buying of this, being in the spirit of the season. Plus, now again, the guys who wait until Christmas Eve and go,
I don't understand how you do
I
that.
gotta grab
Oh, no.
That's
I
ridiculous.
will go late in the season though. I'll go usually I usually take a day or two off 2 weeks before.
But that's good because you get sales then.
Right. I
That's
try to
when
go
you get
all
the
out.
best sales. Yes.
I'm thinking of not doing instead of this year buying gifts for my adult relatives or any cousins or anything. I'll buy for the kids, but I'm thinking of literally just making a donation to Puerto Rico or something this year.
Now that's
I still want a gift.
yeah.
Fuck that. I still want a gift from you. Don't pull that shit with me.
Jill needs
Jill
jewelry
Leonard,
or something.
sympathetic charitable cause that she is.
Selfish.
You can die, you Puerto Ricans.
I still want a gift. You can still send your gift, but just,
Yeah, I don't want no piece of paper that
Yeah.
says you
Yeah.
made a donation in my name.
That's the worst thing I've heard anybody say. And she wasn't even saying it for effect. It was I had barely finished the sentence, and she
full on
was
legit there. Yeah.
you really wouldn't want to just donate to.
No, I want my gift from you. I don't.
They have no electricity, Jill. They
on,
can't get into
Jill.
school.
They got
Whatever.
paper towels though.
They do.
Yeah,
have
they do.
Got that coming
Yeah.
out their ass.
Wow, that was cold. You're
Wow.
like the Bob Nutting of
Screw the Puerto
yeah,
Ricans.
screw them.
I want my Christmas.
Even Bob Nutting's giving the Puerto Ricans something,
That's
Jill.
true. I could send them something on Amazon.
I think what she's saying is she's all for donating.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's all
She
for
just
charity.
wants hers
She just
as
wants
well.
Yeah,
hers.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I'll send them something, and you can still give
It's
me
the
a gift.
opposite of charity, really. As long as I get mine, you can be charitable as long as
yeah.
you want.
Right.
So I'll send them Ben Roethlisberger. He should be finished and wrapped. by now.
He's already wrapped.
Yeah.
Finished.
So while we're talking about Christmas, the one thing, I love all things Christmas. Love Christmas
I love
time.
that we just completely overshot Thanksgiving again a couple weeks
No,
after. we
I'm
were
going
complaining
back to
about the
that.
season.
Okay, but yeah, I think I know where you're going.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As much as I love Christmas, and I always put my tree up right after Thanksgiving, I don't understand the people who put their trees up before Thanksgiving.
My friend does that right
Really?
now. He puts it up right. He's like, I love my tree. I want to get the most out of it.
But that's
I
fine,
get that.
but, to me, okay, to me, Halloween season happens, and once Halloween is done, it's Christmas. Now, whether you like it or not,
I get that.
it's Christmas. November 1st, it's Christmas time. I mean, they even start running the ads earlier, but I don't think anybody will ever although Walmart has their Christmas trees up
Oh,
now.
yeah, for sure.
So,
I just think it's weird to be eating Thanksgiving dinner and looking at the Christmas tree. I feel like...
Okay, and I totally get where you're coming from because I used to be there. I absolutely was adamant that you do not celebrate Christmas until after Thanksgiving. But I've changed my mind. I've come around to the fact that why can't we incorporate Thanksgiving into the Christmas season?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
sure.
let's give thanks for Christmas. Let's give thanks. Why can't we make that part of it?
I just feel like the one problem with this, and I mean this totally and legitimately, we can celebrate Christmas whenever we want. I need an agreed upon date on when we start the specials. Because, like, to me, that's like the start of television season or football season.
Yeah.
And, like, Christmas starts so early that I always miss the specials now. And I don't want to watch those on Netflix. Like, I want to watch them when they come on. But it's like, you don't know anymore because, like, it's like Thanksgiving and Christmas become such a blur that I don't know when
it really does, and it's the Christmas creep that they used to show them. They didn't wait. They waited until after Thanksgiving.
Right.
But now they've been. The Charlie Brown special shows up. Now they're on.
It's like on
twice.
It's like on Friday after Christmas.
It's before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I like a bowl of Count Chocula while I'm watching my Charlie Brown special.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I agree with you. We need a set time.
That stinks. I'll send the Charlie Brown special to the kids in Puerto Rico, but Jill wants like her fur coat too. So
she does.
Yeah, I still want my gift, so you can do that.
Well,
do you put up a Christmas tree at your house?
I'm colorblind.
So get white lights.
Well, one year I put up a Christmas tree at my grandmother's house when I was living there. This was about 15 years ago. And my mom comes in one day and said, "Why do you have a Jewish Christmas tree?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, you decorated your tree in blue and silver. That's usually what people who are Jewish if they put up a Christmas tree to, just sort of be like social. I'm like, "Oh, well, I can't see red or green." So I put up and then a couple years ago, I bought a white tree, a big white tree, like one of those fake white trees. And then everybody's like, "Dude, you're a single guy. You shouldn't be having a bright white tree in your house." So now I have a little tiny tree that's about like 2 feet, and I just put like a few amount of decorations on.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a white tree.
No, I don't either.
I've been burned by these trees. Let me tell you.
That's horrible. That's terrible. But
I don't can't imagine the people I know that would come over my house. Like very good people.
Yeah.
So I've always said I want to have a Christmas party there. I invite nobody, but then it would just be like a day.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I do put up a Christmas tree if I can.
We need to get that white tree up in your house. You buy the booze and we'll decorate it for you.
Nobody's been in my house in like 8 years, and it's going to stay that way.
That's a great idea for a party.
So
I have a tree.
So this has been the Approved Podcast. I'm Rob Rossi.
I'm Chris Pastrick.
I'm Jill Leonard. And apparently we're not invited to Rob's house.
The Upgroove Podcast was recorded at Trib Total Media Studios in Pittsburgh.